Confession is good for the soul, so a little confession from the Budman off the top on today's daily Rants and Raves video. I'll confess that when somebody really does me or someone I love wrong, I have a real hard time forgiving them. My natural inclination is I want to get even. A little sense of vengeance. I'm not proud of that, but it's true, and I really do struggle with it. I'm not talking about everyday things. I can forgive people for the little wrongs. It's the big wrongs that I have such a problem with. But a shining example has been set before me and you, if you listen to Bud Hedinger Live today and are watching now, in former Orange County Pastor Mark Matheson. A teenager speeding plowed into his car and it claimed the life of his wife. The judge said for the teenager, the sentencing guidelines suggested 15 years in prison. Pastor Matheson thought otherwise. He says, I want to forgive this young man who did express remorse to him in court. And so Pastor Matheson went to the judge and said, I don't want this young man in prison. I forgive him. Would you consider for him 10 years of probation, 1,000 hours of community service, and financial restitution, Judge, for the death of my precious wife? And the judge thought it over and agreed. And that is the sentence for the teenager who killed the pastor's wife. That is a lesson right from the pages of the Bible where Jesus teaches us to love our enemies. It's remarkable, this act of forgiveness by this former Orange County pastor, Mark Matheson. It really is a challenge for me, but one I want to take on to try to live up to being able to forgive when the big wrongs come my way. I hope you are as inspired by this story and by this remarkable man as I have been. That's what I think. What do you think? Join me for the next edition of Bud Hedinger Live right here on FM 104.5, AM 540 WFLA, and I will look for you then.